Okay, so this video you're about to watch, I found this piece of hematite, and it was just dirt covered, so I didn't know. So a little bit ago I washed it off, and guys, I still don't know. To me, and a friend of mine, it's got a snake look to it. It's been worked. Anytime you find hematite, in central Missouri, it's been worked by man, okay? It's ancient man. I found a broken piece earlier too today. This piece right here, it looks like an effigy, kind of. I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to show it on the camera. Don't know if the camera's zooming good enough. Is there maybe a pattern on its back? I don't know. I'm not one to romanticize this stuff or try to make something that ain't nothing. I don't know. You know what? Y'all tell me. Let me know what y'all think. I'll probably do another video. I'm going to take a toothbrush to that thing and clean it up a little bit. If it is an effigy, kind of like a snake, it's going to be like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Is that on the camera? I hope not. Anyway, let me know. Enjoy the video. We'll see. Strange. Try to explain what's happening here real quick. This is one of my favorite spots anywhere ever. The landowner has disced it up. Finally, I've been hunting this field since November, just parts of it disc up, and there it is. But it has not rained on it, which makes it almost impossible. Okay? But he's fixing to plant it. My window is completely shot and gone. So I'm going to do a quick walk around, find this stuff. I'm actually debitage right there. Without any moisture on it to melt some of that dirt away. There's a chunk, core. There's a flake, there's a flake. Look at that. Flake, 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 flake. Wait, broken? Flake? Yeah, flake, 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 flake. Look at that. There's one, there's one, there's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're everywhere. But finding the point's going to be really hard. So I'm going to do a quick walk around. And that's the way that's going to be. It's Hickbilly Outdoors, DW Verts. Dadgummit. I wish you started. Just went a few feet. Look at that dandy hammerstone. I mean, you can see where it's hit on. I mean, that's just a dandy. Perfect for me. If I was napping, I like that size right there for intermediate flake and not the big takedown stuff, but that's just cool. And I've went 8 foot since I started the video. There's a core. Flakes, flakes. That's a little bit more interesting looking than a flake over there. Let me go check it out real quick. I'm stepping on a flake right there. Where'd I see that? There it is. Nope, just a flake. I'd make this live action, but that'd just be stupid. Broken piece. Nothing to write home. I wish I could get across to y'all. Maybe I am. Flake, flake. The debitage is everywhere, and I still haven't went 30, 35 feet. Flakes, flakes, flake. But since I can see flakes, maybe I'll get lucky enough to have a point jump up. I know I've just repeating myself, but It's one of my favorite little fields on the planet. Boy, there's a nice broken flake. I don't know, I found so much stuff in this thing. I found several things here on camera. Boy, look at that big old spall chunk. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Nothing, just heavily used area at one time, 4,000 to 7,000 years ago. If you like this BS that I pull on you, subscribe. Most people get it. Those that don't, that's fine too. How long ago you can't please everybody, but you got to please yourself. That's the way that thing goes. Just gorgeous flakes. I started right over there. I've just done a rambling circle. The stuff is just everywhere. I said maybe if I cover enough ground, one of them will turn into something. My experience though, it's not an easy thing to do. So I'm circling back on myself, but there's one. Oh, this needs an inch of rain on it, or better, a 2-inch hard rain. You know, I guess it's just something to look forward to for this fall, if that makes any sense. Maybe I can get in here. Look at that. Turn the flake over, and there's one underneath it, and it's fall. Maybe a broken hammerstone, hard to tell. I cleaned it up. I mean, I can look out there, and it's awful bright off the camera. You can see how bright that piece is. If that was a point, obviously I'd have it made. It's not, but so there's a chance something will show up. I can't believe the way this weather's been. It's all YouTube's fault. Big old core hit on all the way around. Yeah, I missed the pooch on this one. It's only been turned, boy, look at that pretty flake here. It's only been turned over for a day or so at the most. I just talked to the landlord's wife, though, and he's going to get a planter. He's got a lot more stuff here hadn't been broke up yet, but I bet he's going to start on this one first. Because it's pretty much ready. It could use some moisture, but it's... And I'm still talking to myself, and I'm not walking far enough, so I'm going to turn this thing off and concentrate on the walking. Just everywhere. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, there's, whoops, dadgummit. There's an adze. I mean, it's not great, but it's finished all the way around. There you go, that's something. Got some cortex on it. That rock come out of the creek originally. That's creek cortex. That's finished all the way around though, with a tool of some sort. Maybe final core, but to me those are tools when they're worked all the way around like that. So that happened live, for what it's worth. Ah, there's a hammerstone now. That one's been, of course, see what's hit by the disc. That's where they start their initial wax, big old hammerstone like that. Look at that thing. That sucker weighs, oh, almost 2 pounds, maybe every bit of 2 pounds. Oh, cool. Big old hammerstone. That pretty thing. Heat treated mosarkite. Pinks and oranges and blues and reds and sometimes grays and yellows. The shiny, I don't know if you can see that. It's a heat treated, makes it shine like that. It was a core. Hopefully got something off that. I'd like to find it. I haven't had the camera on for a little bit. And I've refrained from turning on every time I pick up something. Some people like to see all that, and some of y'all get bored with it. It's like I always say, I am what I am. This is what I do. I spend a lot of time stumbling around saying stupid things. trying to find pieces, parts, catch fish, whatever. It's just what I do. I know how blessed I am to have the kind of lithics, the territory to live here. I moved here, for one of the reasons I moved here almost 26 years ago, listen to me stumble, is arrowhead hunting. Hunting, fishing, trapping the creeks around here. It's one of the reasons I moved here. I love this part of the country. So folks that don't have the lithics, don't have the arrowhead stuff that I have, are really digging me picking up junk pieces. I think it's cool. And I think a lot of folks get me and get it. If you don't, there's a lot of other channels where they find more stuff. So, oh, if I could just get a couple inches of rain on this field. It's turned over a little deeper than usual too. I don't know what I've got here. It's hematite, you know, a form of iron ore, non-magnetic. I don't know, without cleaning up the shape of it, there's no way it's normal. I don't know what it is, if it was anything. It's not, I've never found anything like that in my life, so get that cleaned up. It's hematite, it's a metal. You find it around here, an ancient man had it for something. That's just really weird. Interesting side note, that thing is about 20 feet, maybe 30 feet from where I found that hematite adze here a couple, 3 months ago. I mean, just a few feet away, really. In the scheme of things, the exact same spot. What's that mean? Probably nothing. Another nice core. Just, guys, folks, the stuff's just laying everywhere. A little disheartening now, because I know I'm missing some things. But as many pieces and stuff I'm finding, I would think maybe I'd find at least one whole artifact. So, broken piece. Hard to say if it was just, I think it was a broken preform, truthfully. Had a big old divot on one side, it never made it. That thing never made it to the final process, but several thousand years ago, some guy that goes, "Dadgummit." I know, it ain't nothing, but just the flakes that I'm finding, finally made flakes. Look at that pretty material. But I'm gonna have to get out of this thing. I've been here 35, 40 minutes. There's no limit to the things to look at. And I'm sure if I walk this whole 9 acres or whatever it is, I'd find something. So that makes me a quitter, but it's hot, frustrating. The walking's a little bit hard on the fat boy with the bad ankle. And I feel like I'm shooting the same thing over and over, and I know a lot of folks don't mind that, but I kind of mind it sometimes. Another hammerstone. That's about the 6th hammerstone I found. That's a little bit more unusual. Probably 60 cores in the last 35 minutes. From little cores to big cores. Gosh only knows how many spalls and flakes. There's no limit. I mean, I go from one to the next one. And I keep turning them over. That weird hematite piece, I'll have to clean that up and have a look at that and see if I can figure out what it was all about. I think it's shaped, it's hard to say. I'm heading to a pond I haven't been to in a while. I'm gonna try to catch some bass for a video for my bass fishing channel, which is nothing like this channel. So that being said, I really appreciate y'all. Some of y'all been here for a while. I got new people coming on every day. Not really sure why y'all enjoy the crap that I'm pulling on you, except it's real, it's what it is. I don't fake it or pretend it. I'm actually panting. It's about 85 degrees, which is not too bad. At least there's a breeze. Keep thinking I'll turn over an axe or something real quick. Maybe I'll get lucky. It's supposed to rain a couple days. Maybe he's down there working a lower field right now below me here. He's Maybe I'll get lucky and this thing will get some, maybe I'll get some moisture on it before he gets it planted. But I'm not holding out for that too much. Check out my other videos, y'all. If you're new, especially, I got some videos talking about how I find these places where there's a good chance of finding artifacts. I've done this for, golly, 50 years. Seriously, for 40 years. Sorry about that. I'm going to make a video like I always do, and I apologize my way through it. It is what it is. But I'm going to go fishing for a while and drink me some ice cold water and cool off. And thank the good Lord for the day He's given me. God bless you guys. I'm Dale Verts. I'm a hillbilly. You can tell by the way I don't find nothing. Peace, y'all. We'll talk at you later.